Alright, just like that is hump day. And you better be humping. And do it good and do it right. In today's news, Cardi B is doing everything to the microphone except rapping in it. We do know that Jill Scott taught people how to suck the microphone. And now Cardi B has taken it to another level and said, you know what? I'm just going to throw this son's a bitch. Over the course of the past week, there has been at least 2 incidents on camera with her throwing a mic at a DJ for one incident. And another one, she was throwing it at a young lady for splashing water on her. I guess she didn't have that wop after all, because she did request for everyone to throw water upon her so she can be moistened on stage. Once she determined that she's become moist enough, she decided that she was pissed off and she wanted to throw the microphone at a young lady in the audience. Interesting thing is the microphone has made it onto eBay, and the bidding is up to, currently as I'm recording, up to $50,000. People, this is where we are now. We would like to have a device. It's the same type of device I'm recording in, except we wanted to make sure that someone's been clocked upside the head with it. That way it can get some value. Now you want to drop 50 bands on it. Pray for this country. Pray for this world. Moving on. And today is Get Ironic with somebody that think they are iconic, because filmmaker Sophia Allison claims she walked away from Lizzo's documentary because the singer was arrogant, self-centered, and unkind. This young lady was making a documentary about Lizzo, and just to give you some content or context about what had taken place, Allison's comments comes after Lizzo was sued by 3 of her former backup dancers who accused the artist of sexual harassment and weight shaming. Allison claims she spent 2 weeks with Lizzo and couldn't take it anymore. In 2019, I traveled a bit with Lizzo to direct the documentary. I walked away after 2 weeks. I was treated with such disrespect by her. This is a quote by Allison. I witnessed how arrogant, self-centered, and unkind she is. She said, I was not protected and thrown into a shitty situation with little support. My spirit said to run as fast as you fucking can, and I'm so grateful I trusted my gut. I do believe that Lizzo is probably an asshole. I do believe she's arrogant. I gotta say, you sound a little, I was unprotected by unkindness. I'm sure she was just an asshole, but anyway, I'm still glad you walked away, because I don't rock with Lizzo like that. Let's see here. Charlene Sanchez, who is another person that was allegedly a part of the documentary, claims that Allison's comments were all true. I was a part of this documentary with Sophia. This is all true. I had to vent to so many of my friends about it. I was such a small crew. It was such a small crew, and the experience of working with Lizzo was a nightmare. But where it gets even more ironic is they're saying that Lizzo had been doing some body shaming. So this is where it gets super ironic, because also 3 of her background dancers have decided to sue her here, and they are stating that they were being body shamed. Not only were they being called sumo wrestlers. Yeah, I'm not going, because bitch, god dang. Anyway, not only were they being called sumo wrestlers, it seems Lizzo wanted to share some thoughts with her. So she would tell her masturbating stories to them, her sexual fantasies, and occasionally she would take breaks to publicly suck a banana in front of them. So she'd have a banana sucking break just to let them know, you know what? Let's stop the dancing and let's suck on fruit amongst each other. Truth hurts. I'm gonna leave it there. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. I guess it is hard for a pimp in these streets, because Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Sophie Gregoire Trudeau, hopefully I said that right, after 18 years of marriage, you know where this is going. A high-profile split for Canada's most recognizable political power couple. The abrupt announcement ends in what was often described as a storybook marriage that united two rising Canadian celebrities, the politically ambitious son of an iconic former prime minister and a glamorous television host in Quebec. It's a fucking wrap is what they're telling us. Well, more power to you, because I can tell you one thing. I got a funny feeling about this guy, but now that he's about to go ahead and follow Hoodville activities, City Boys Are Up activities, and pull his britches down while listening to Drake while driving around in the 6 with the lights dim, throwing gang signs out the window. That's what type of time Justin's about to be on. I don't know. This might be our guy. He might come to America and try to run this shit. Who knows? Do your shit. And this is where it gets pretty goddamn intriguing here. Ariana Grande fighting the good fight, marching for rights, and on the front lines against patriarchy, etc. Girl power above all else. She lives by that girl code, is what she's always told us. She stated, "I will never be any man's press opportunity." She snatched Big Sean from Naya Rivera and now has been working with Ethan Slater, who plays SpongeBob in a Broadway musical. He has been casted with her in a Wicked remake. He is a man of love who married his high school sweetheart. Let me tell you about this guy. He believes in love and the promise that it gives. He wants to love you for life, because your love is why he lives. In 2018, he married his high school sweetheart and recently welcomed their first child. And then Ariana Grande came by and said, "Let's bang bang till I get 7 rings. How is that POV?" And will eventually tell him thank you next. This is right. Ariana Grande, during shooting, would stop by and hold his offspring and show that feminist power to his baby, and show that feminist power to his wife. We do know this won't last, but let me tell you this. She decided, you know what? I'm snatching that gentleman. She took him right from his wife. Him and his wife are now going through a divorce, and not already. Only because Ariana Grande came over and said, "It is your time to bang bang with me." He started to feel like John Witherspoon, and he said, "Bang, bang, 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 bang." That's what he said. With his britches down. There's a whole lot of britches down out here, because he left his wife for Ariana Grande. And now this leaves me to ask you guys this question. First off, let me make this statement. We know this ain't gonna last. So if you're with your high school sweetheart and you're in a lovely marriage and you just welcomed your new child, and insert your favorite celebrity crush here, walks up to you and says, "It is time that I take over your genitalia," and they decide to do so, and you know that your marriage and your home and family life is over, and you know this shit ain't gonna last, is you gonna do it? I need to know in the comments. I'm talking bad grammar today, because I need to know straight up, is you gonna do it? Put it in the YouTube comments. Subscribe. Represent for the channel. Leave reviews. Listen to the podcast. Support the movement. Support the vibe. We gonna continue talking our crap every day. And if you don't, I guess I'll have to see you in WrestleMania, baby. Let's get it.